You're watching T Radio V, radio in TV.
Hey, welcome to the Post Show, broadcasting live from T Radio V in Hollywood. This is where we elevate the creative cult, right? This is where creatives can be seen, so thanks for tuning in. Thanks for always watching us. I'm Poe. Okay, so on Thursday, October 27th, 7 to 8:30 p.m., Memento Mori, a panel on the culture of death at Flint Ridge Bookstore and Coffee House, 1010 Foothill Boulevard, La Canada, which I always want to say La Canada, Flint Ridge, California. We are entering that time of year when themes related to death take center stage, whether in the form of Halloween rituals and hauntings or the more personal traditions associated with Mexico's Day of the Dead. Art historian and photographer Paul Cudeneris, yes, I think I said it right, focuses on how human remains are as much a reminder of life, memento vitae, as of death, memento mori. He is the author of Empire of Death, Heavenly Bodies, and Memento Mori. Photographer Pam, okay, I'm going to give this a try. Pam Bachich. Sorry, Pam. Captures the beauty and customs of Day of the Dead in Mexico and is the author of the photography book Day of the Dead with text in both English and Spanish. Ghost researcher Richard Caratine chronicles local ghost lore. This is really great. The eminent leader of Ghost Hunters of Urban Los Angeles, Gula. Sounds like goulash. He is the author of Park After Dark, a book about the ghosts haunting Disneyland, the happiest place on earth. And Spirits with Spirits about haunted LA bars, which I think I've visited a lot of those. The event is free. Okay, and one more thing. A Night at the Haunted Mansion. This is Saturday, October 29th, 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. at Bar Marmont. I always want to say Marmont. Okay, Bar Marmont. Not with an accent. 8171 West Sunset Boulevard, Los Angeles. William Reed and Bar Marmont cordially invite you to attend if you dare. For one night only, step beyond the velvet curtains on All Hallows Eve into an evening of nouveau Franco frights and delights that can only be known at the world-famous Bar Marmont. No one makes it out alive, so just make sure that you know that that's your last destination. Costume mandatory, classic Halloween, Walking Dead, Hollywood Babylon, Eyes Wide Shut, Zombie, Dead Rock Star, Horror, Icon, Witch, etc. You get the picture. Anything scary and creepy will work. Dance till you're dead. With DJ's pleasure principal, Paul Pembury, and guests to be determined. Enter at your own risk. It's 21 and over. Beg for mercy. Password is redrum on the door. No cover. RSVP required. Proper attire. Valet parking available. Food served until 12 a.m. Okay. That's out of the way now. But that was all good, right? Can you see my sign in the back? Ooh, you could barely see Post Show. Okay. We raced in here, by the way. It's just me, actually, but there's a whole bunch of sweaty bodies in here, too, that you're not going to see yet. Soon. Bear with me. Okay, and they're awfully quiet. Man, sometimes I have just one person that won't shut up while I'm trying to do my announcements. These guys are nice and proper. Wait till you meet them. Yeah. Okay, so today, the writing's on the wall. As promised, I have, once again, co-hosting with me, my mate from East London. Make sure you talk in the mic when it's time. Not yet. Owner of Hidden Streets of London, street art promoter extraordinaire, Mr. Danny Wood.
What's up, Poe? How's it going? How's it going, Los
bring
Angeles?
that mic all the way up to your face.
I got it.
Okay, you got this.
Yeah, so it's good to be back. I think it's been like 16 months now since we were here last with JB, Low Bros. Shout to Tom, Low Bros. Congratulations to JB on your newborn. So today... Yeah,
oh, that's right. Yeah, all right.
So,
cheers.
Yeah, cheers, JB. Looking forward to kind of getting into a different aspect of it today and, yeah, dealing with these artists. It should be fun.
It should be fun. Okay, so who are the artists? Okay, there are 4 of the most prominent graffiti writers, artists today. He's one, MDMN, also known as Madman, VYAL ONE, and VYAL, like a vial. VYAL ONE and Woes. Welcome, guys.
Woes is late.
Woes isn't here.
Woes! That's not bad. 3 out of 4 to start with. We'll take that. We'll take that.
He has a shirt. What does it say? It says, I forget. They'll show it eventually. Okay. Okay, so we're talking about graffiti today. Kind of, mostly, right? Graffiti.
Yeah.
Okay, introduce the graffiti era thing. Graffiti.
Okay, so from my point of view, I mean, it's subjective. It depends who you speak to and what about.
Yeah.
So I guess I would take it back to the 60s in Philadelphia. Is that fair? Before it moved to New York? And
how do we know that? We're into this. We're live in the 60s.
Yeah. Okay. Where would you say it comes from? I'd say New York is where it blew up on the subway train era.
I would say that particular style of graffiti.
What about Texas?
Like, can we, what?
What about Texas? Is that where it started?
No.
Go on,
That's
VYAL.
where the Cowboys started.
Go on, VYAL. Go on.
You know what? For LA and for California, I think a lot of it started in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
But again, it's like you know, where you grew up, you know, wherever you discovered it.
Yeah.
But
So
this particular
who knows,
style,
really, right?
I mean, I think this particular style that we're discussing did kind of start in over there with cornbread.
Yeah.
Or whoever. Yeah, cornbread.
Well, and a lot of it was, I mean, I don't know. I'm just talking for the fun of talk, because it's a talk show, but I don't know what I'm talking about. But a lot was on trains, right? Did it start on trains, or it started just because they went everywhere, right? If you're East Coast, West Coast, they're up and down.
Yeah, New York, it started on the trains.
Yeah.
And a lot of the styles developed on the trains, and you know, a lot of dudes were doing trains before we were even fucking thought of. And
Yeah. I mean, if you take it back to the most simplistic style in the 60s, you're talking a thin line, aren't you? And then you get the crown, and then the half train, the top to bottom, the whole train. Yeah. And it's quite interesting when you look back at it from my point of view in terms of this is way before iPhones and the internet, and you had crews from all around America or the Europe collaborating to set up, and they'd sit in the yards for hours, if not days, waiting for security to pop through. And we kind of take the internet for granted. I mean, that's how we all linked up today, isn't it? From just speaking online and stuff. So I can't imagine what it was like without that. What's your story, Alex? When did you come into it?
His name's not Alex.
He's one. But yeah.
Sorry.
When I moved to Texas, I found out about graffiti. Right behind my apartments, there was like a train line.
Yeah.
And we just parked trains right there. I would just go by, and I would just go back there and check them out.
Yeah.
That's how it started, like with the trains, pretty much.
Yeah.
I just had a good spot to paint at, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And then
That's kind of the first text messaging. Hey, yo!
it really was.
I'm in Texas. That's
That's
hilarious.
Madman, you're kind of, if I'd say, relatively new in terms of, well,
yeah.
4 years is a long time, but in terms of a kind of timeline in art, that's new, I would say.
Yeah, and I would consider just growing up as a fan.
Yeah.
Where I grew up, I wasn't exposed to
Yeah.
so I was exposed to it only like in my art school, art programs that I was in, kind of thing, and just read up on it. I wish I would have grew up with it more. Yeah.
But you're doing that thing right now where, I mean, we were just talking with VYAL about his tour that he's been doing for one of the museums, which we'll come on to in a bit. But you're kind of, you're everywhere at the moment, aren't you? You're going and you're putting yourself out there. You're at all the festivals everywhere, walls. And then people, to me, you don't seem new because, well, new isn't the right word to say. You don't seem like you're just putting it out there because you're all over the place and your media is kind of up there. So I guess that's about.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I mean, it just comes with like just the love of it kind of thing. Just where it came from, you know, I guess just fell in love with using cans for a medium.
Yeah, it works.
And kind of just seeing what we can do with it. Yeah. As far as I am very new to the community and the movement, but just kind of seeing the evolution of it and seeing where I can take it
as
with my illustration.
Yeah, I guess I'm as well, because I've only been doing this for 3 years, or documenting it for 3 years.
Well, like in the 90s, like Madman would have been like the character guy in the crew, and he would have handled all the characters, all the backgrounds, and everybody would do their letters.
Which I would do.
Over his shit.
I know, he's like, okay, I'll stand up.
You guys want to do that, go ahead.
Yeah.
We might have to do that today.
And yours, Val, so Poe?
I think we're going to show a video, cut 3. Let's check that out so you guys can get a feel what's going on here.
Yeah.
That was sick, dude.
It was sick. That's in LA, isn't it? Isn't it in the Arts District?
Yeah, it was in the Arts District. It's since gone.
Vyal with his
it's
flowing hair.
gone.
What do you call it?
Flowing hair.
I love that. It's really gone.
Nothing has.
What's there now?
Nothing has a specified life, does it? In terms
Okay,
of
well
the
that's
wall?
part of it. So is that part of the reason you do it, or is that part of your thing, or no? You wish it would just stay.
What do they call it? The
What's
nature of it?
Yeah, so I mean, I arrange walls in London, and sometimes they run for months and months and months, and then other times they can get hit up straight away, you know, and for various reasons. I mean, you always make sure, from the more street art side, you always make sure you respect graffiti eyes, because that's where it came from, but in my eyes, there's two different types. There's the anarchy side, who are going to do whatever because they can and they want to, you know, someone go around in London writing, "This is not art" on all the pieces, you know, as opposed to somebody hitting up a piece properly, chrome. But I guess a lot of my friends and you guys, well, some friends back home would say, once they've done the wall and got the picture and it's in there, they're kind of
then they're done. They have to let it go.
Do you disjoin yourself from it, or do you take offense to it, or what? How does it?
Well, it doesn't seem like you can take offense to it because it's just inevitable at some point, right? In the industry.
You guys?
You know what? I do about a block away from here. I have a wall that's been running since 1997, and it's right across. Right across the street.
I like it.
Yeah, behind Studio 9.
Oh.
Ease?
I mean, like, once you paint it, I mean, like, I did a piece last year, and like that same night was just, but I mean, you just kind of have to look after your walls if you want it to stay. If somebody come diss it, then
Does it make you feel better if somebody paints it out quickly, or when you've gotten kind of used to it?
I always get my picture, and I want it to last. But
Yeah.
somebody comes diss it, then
Well, I think thinking of you know, your guys' murals that I know from around the world, in LA specifically, I think once you go over ladder height, so cherry picker level, then even if it's going to get tagged, it's only going to go at the bottom head height level. And if your piece is the one I posted of yours the other day is prominent enough, and the majority, you know, two stories high, how bad can it get done? Because the image is still there. The actual main piece you can still see.
Okay, we got to take a break. We'll be right back. Stay with us. We're going to talk more about graffiti. Cheers.
Cheers.
Hey, welcome back. Okay, we're going to look at some photos. Can we check out those photos real quick? We have 5 photos of VYAL's work. And then we have 4 more of the truck. So maybe we can just do those separate and we'll talk about them a little bit. If you want to talk about them, you don't have to talk about them.
Okay.
Are they going to come up?
Okay.
Come, here they come, I promise. Okay, so while they're bringing them up, so you're an LA native?
I am.
Yeah.
In all senses
senses of the word.
Yeah. Yeah.
You've been here from day one.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. That's actually the one behind Studio 9.
Yes, it is. Okay.
So in 1997.
Okay.
And that's been there for how
Oh, well,
long?
of course
Since
that's
1997.
that's
So it's
9
rode for
years,
19
almost 10 years.
97.
That's awesome.
19 years.
I said 9, almost 10 years. Didn't I? I don't know what I said.
I can't even add
never-
up.
1997.
Was.
That is
Yeah,
a
19.
piece under Dick Blick on Beverly, which is
I know it.
Madman
I know it.
curates
Blick
those
on
walls.
Beverly.
Yeah.
So Madman invited me to that. And,
Is that
thank
yours?
you, Madman.
Yeah, I got it on that wall, yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing that on media.
Yep.
What up?
Came out sick.
Yeah, that old piece that's not no longer exists, but that was part of a
Pull that
production
one
I did
there.
with CBS crew. Shout out to my friends from CBS.
I love
And
that.
Ditch for inviting me.
That's a bummer. At least you have a photo. You have a video.
Oh yeah, I have a photo. That's a really old piece behind a tattoo shop. This is really some old pieces.
No, but that's a part. That's the thing, though. This is
History,
about
bro.
No, it's
this
cool,
is about
yeah.
artists, and this is where we come from.
Yeah,
so
no,
I
it's-
mean,
it's cool. It's like it's nice to revisit these pieces.
of course, because there's this like almost an innocence when you look back at your old work. I mean, I'm an artist too, and so I look back at the old. I'm like, wow, that's not bad. That's pretty cool because I didn't know anything that I know now.
It's holding
not
up.
Bad.
You know, you can see if it's holding up.
And plus, you can still see like your characteristics or your you know your influence, and that's cool to see as you progress. Gets better, but okay, we have Woes in the house now too, but he's way over there.
Hello, what up, what up, what up?
Hey.
Sorry for being late. This is LA. I'm from Hawaii, so I get kind of caught up.
Oh yeah, there's like a 4-hour difference in LA time and LA Hawaii time.
It's just on island time.
That's what I mean.
Perpetual island time.
That's artist's prerogative, though. We added an hour on to the meet time, knowing that people would like get gradually more scattered through.
That's pretty late too, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all good. We're here. That's the main thing.
Okay, let's check out some of Mr. Madman. Madman Moody. Okay, we have some of his. Do we have some photos of his work? Let's sneak into this and see what he does. You do superhero stuff.
Yeah, comic book style. I like more.
Okay, talk in the mic. We can't hear a thing you say.
Yeah, just like 80s,
Is that a sticker?
80s, 90s. It's my logo, yeah.
Okay.
I've got it in different forms, yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely
It's in Reno.
fiction stroke. Is this pop? Is that?
Okay, so this is something that influenced you from the beginning of life, right?
Yeah,
This
my
is something-
childhood. Yeah.
So the
it's
colors and the superheroes and the badasses.
Yeah, I grew up
It's
with a
like-
lot of like off-brand toys, man. So their colorways were just like on point.
Yeah.
I really prefer more off-brand than anything, just because the colors are just genius, I think. So I'm heavily influenced by that. Color theory really excites me. So.
Well, you got some blues and yellows
Phoenix,
popping.
Yeah, Carlsbad.
Very cool. Hey.
I was like some dude's house. It's rad.
Oh, that's in his side.
Yeah, let me
Oh,
paint
interior,
his,
exterior.
garage,
And,
yeah.
oh, it is interior.
That's
So-
from Pacific Beach.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if they got you got the new ones on there too, right? Maybe, maybe not.
Come on.
Okay.
Anyway.
So we can talk a little bit about where your stuff comes from. So yeah, characters, bright colors, villains, creepy extraterrestrial, armies of robots.
Where did you start it at, Madman? Is that always been your aesthetic, this type? Because I don't think I've ever. That's how I know you. Was
Yeah.
So for example, VYALs. I would see looking back at your earlier work. There's a graffiti. That's where it comes from. But then you move over, everything evolves. So the eyes in your case, and Alex, you've got your what's the sign you use? The signage. It has its own meaning.
Yeah, it's just something I freestyle. Like,
Yeah.
Not anything I ever did on paper or anything like that. It's just like when I get to a wall, it's just,
Yeah.
it's like a letter form I do.
Super wicked, man.
I know, that is very cool.
Yeah.
And Mr. Woes, good to have you here, homie.
Aloha. It's good to
Hello.
be here.
He just flew in from
In his-
Oahu. No,
in
just
in
kidding.
his laid-back Hawaii
Torrance,
style.
Oahu.
Yeah.
Okay, but we're not done with Madman yet. We're going to get back to Woes because we have a video of Madman painting in San Diego, Carlsbad to be specific.
Mm.
A lot of color,
I was in
a lot
San
of maybe
Diego the other
contemporary
day,
shape,
so-
and mixing it with my characters. I always love strong, powerful characters. Low brow, fist up kind of thing. Just entitling power. Yeah, giving the audience motivation. Painting in San Diego means a lot to me, and I would love to do it more. I mean, the Carlsbad art wall, definitely that project, or this project, I should say, has definitely brought me down here. It was an honor to be a part of it. Somewhere like LA or something like that, it's oversaturated. Definitely just wall. Things change. I like the change. I like how this part of Carlsbad is definitely a game changer as far as that shock factor. I'm definitely stoked about it. It's a really nice, it's an awesome place. I love the community vibe as far as everyone knows each other and everyone's interested in new things. I mean, I like I said, I definitely stick out here, but people engage it. They're not like mean mugging or like negative about it, They just want to know they're interested, in new things, which is great because it opens up a doorway for artwork. Artwork definitely expresses that entirely, especially to a new crowd. So to show these colors and this new art form to this community, it's just been really rad. And Grubby's the food. I've eaten here like every day, all the burritos, and actually dinner last night too. So awesome stuff. Would refer to anyone that wanted to come through Carlsbad. You know, must have. Got my boy, you know, Snyderville, you know, over here. Malosaurus. Oh, San Diego Street Art. Oh, my whole crew's here. Shout out to Colors in LA. It couldn't make it here today.
Been a little bit there.
Dang, hey, still shout out to all those homies, man.
It's great.
That's so funny. I love when you say you ate all the burritos.
Everyone,
burrito life.
Everyone is saying damn when they're watching their own videos back.
Oh no! Well, that's part of the artist thing, you know. Like, oh, God, you know.
Yeah.
Hashtag
The
burrito life.
tortured
You know, you gotta live it.
Well, you got to own it. It's yours. You got to own it. I found it.
prefer.
It's out there, you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, and
The internet's
do you have more than one toy? Let's start with the photo of the toy. Then we need to go on a break.
Yeah, my toys.
Come on.
They're kind of janky, but I like them that way.
Janky's not
That's
bad.
one of my first ones. I was like 3 years old.
Okay, well,
what
that's
does
the only one
janky mean?
that's
Is
the
this
only
an
one I
American
can-
thing?
Yeah, they're not. They're not Woes toys, but
Well,
they're hand molded, man. They're hand. You know, everything's done by me in my little dining room. Me and my girl, Mallory. We hand sculpt all those, and you know.
And no, that guy's hung. My God. What's the
we-
deal with that?
We have like up to 5 or
Is
6
that a
of them, I think.
self-portrait? No.
And we're
Okay.
coming out with
I
2
have to be
more.
wrong. Sorry. This is why people watch, is when we're wrong. Okay.
Yeah, they're fun. They're a lot of fun.
Okay, we're going to have to take a break. We'll be right back. Don't go away. We have more to come. So today, we're scaring your pants off. So I hope your undies are clean. Writer, director, editor, visual effects, and colorist for the award-winning, extremely frightening short, The Smiling Man. Please welcome the brilliant AJ Briones.
I love 80s horror movies. Found this archive where this guy had basically scanned and collected all of these 80s horror VHS covers. Instead of taking the artwork, what I did was I actually took all of the imperfections, like all the stains, that like the cup stains, the discolorations,
cool.
And I wanted a waltz specifically, you know, because in the end, like to me, you know, it's a story about boy meets girl, and in the end, you know, they dance, and we got an 18-piece orchestra to play the score. Feeling that I was trying to kind of get across in that one is there's like a super creepiness to like cartoons from the 30s. Like working in allegory. To me, the Smiling Man is, you know, the shiny balloons or the shiny things guys have to kind of lure women. Dave kind of speaks with his body, not his voice, right?
Yeah,
and so,
incredible.
Yeah, it was important that, you know, whatever we did for him was like down to the metal. Nightmares when I was a kid where like there's something crazy happening, right, or something horrific that I'm looking at, but I can't move, I can't look away, and everything is kind of in this like weird slow motion.
You were born to be a filmmaker. Hey, welcome back to the Hollywood Faux Show. Saturday, November 5th, 8:30 p.m. to midnight, the critically acclaimed Freak Show returns to the CIA. The California Institute of Abnormal Arts, that's at 11334 Burbank Boulevard, North Hollywood. Okay, I have to say one thing. I'll say it after this, but don't forget to remind me. Okay, performing to sell out crowds, Freak Show is LA's dark, comedic variety show as seen on BBC and MTV that cannot be duplicated. Featuring performance artists, sideshow acts, character-driven comedy, musical comedy, stand-up, and it closes with a band hosted by Tuesday Thomas of E!, Comedy Central, VH1, and BBC World of Weird. The CIA is the club with the oddest, strangest, and best decor in the world, with 3 mummies on display and more. Featured in LA Bizarro, LA Weekly, local news segments, movies and TV, and CIA is the perfect place for Freak Show. Raffles, prizes, and free tours of the Museum of Oddities. This show does sell out, and tickets are only available at the door, so get there early. Doors open at 8:30. Show starts at 9. Tickets, $10. RSVP encouraged. For more info, go to Freak Show LA on social media or email tuesdaystrash@icloud.com. I can totally hear everything you guys are saying. Okay. Okay, one more thing. Oh, he shut him off. That's awesome. Okay, but don't forget to turn him back on. Okay, the other thing that I wanted to say about the CIA. Evan Stone and the Translucent Ham Sandwich Band is going to be there on Thursday, and you have to come. I'm going to be there. It's kind of a freak show, not the freak show, but improvisational jazz and more. It's about 20 or 30 people doing their creative stuff, and I'll be the one that's naked. I'm the naked girl. I'm going to go as Eve because I'm pure. Okay. So I'll see you there. CIA. I'm going to try to get Carl Crew, I believe is the name of the owner. California Institute of Abnormal Arts. Sounds like it's right up my alley. Okay, so Friday, November 11th, 8 to 11 p.m., Twist, Los Angeles with Robbie Fitzsimmons. You remember Robbie and Ellen, maybe. At Wanderlust Hotel, 1357 North Highland Avenue, Los Angeles. In the beginning, one thing separates, and then we choose. Sexy, sophisticated, and wonky, which is a great word. Twist is an abstract choose-your-own-adventure into the nooks and crannies of the labyrinth of life. Crash Alchemy and Wanderlust Yoga. Wanderlust Yoga. I'm really good at this. Present. This mind-bending experience about choices with performances bridging the breathtaking and bizarre. Twist is a journey into interactive movement theater with dance, live music, acrobatics, aerial elements, and unique interactive performance pieces where the audience pilots the direction of the show. No two shows are ever the same as you, the audience, get twisted. Okay, so tickets available for that are at Twist, at, not the at sign, but the AT, wanderlusthollywood.eventbrite.com. Okay, so check that stuff out. Like I said, Robbie Fitzsimmons has been on the show, and he's absolutely amazing. Do you remember his voice and his keyboarding abilities? While Ellen maybe recited her amazing, crazy poetry. So those are cool things. And yeah, definitely Evan Stone and the Translucent Ham Sandwich Band with the mummies. See you there. Okay, now, Freak Show, Twist, Ease One Art. Ease One, boom, just like that. Now, I have a lot of photos of your collaborations with the beautiful Angelina Christina. I have some of your own too, but you guys, you guys make the most amazing freaking creations together. It's insane, right?
Yeah, it works well together. You know, the graffiti aspect and the portraiture realism.
Well, and it's beautiful women, so.
Yeah, but I think
beautiful colors.
The two things go well together. I mean, we were talking. You were saying, Val. I mean, the characters within the letters historically, so it still holds that kind of imagery with graffiti and keeps the two together. Do you just, when you work together, are you planning in advance or just freestyling?
She usually has what she wants to do in mind. She always had what she had want to do in mind. She would just pick a figure or a portrait, and then I would just kind of just freestyle.
Yeah, you're freestyling all that.
Just go back and forth, in the middle of it, and shoot ideas, bounce ideas off each other.
Well, you guys are probably a little bit two different creative ways, right? Processes.
Yeah.
Are you probably? I mean, I just paint. She seems like she does have a plan.
Yeah. She thinks things through,
But you just dance around her.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. You just spread the fairy dust.
Yeah, it's more natural for me to just freestyle.
No, for sure. Yeah, because a lot of people have two different things, and sometimes they merge them. Sometimes there's an idea, and then they have a plan, or sometimes there's a plan, and then they just whatever comes out, go with that. But yeah, it's just interesting, and you can kind of see it. You can also see, the graffiti, quote unquote, and then also the portraiture. So the two together is such an amazing blend.
Yeah,
I think it's awesome.
Good, badass pieces. So.
Do some bad. Okay, did you show some of those images or okay? Did you show them all? Okay, that's some of the collaboration. right? And then there's some that you just did. I think the last ones I sent you are just I love that thing. Okay, that's just yours. That's just yours.
That was the first one we did.
That's what
Containing
Anthony
art.
is. Oof. How did that project?
God,
How did that project with the desert come through?
Man, I was hanging out in Venice. I was hanging out in her studio, and her and a couple people went out to the desert. Check out some
You mean
stuff.
a kinetoscope?
Yeah. And I guess she just drove back, and then when she got back, she was like, "Hey, we found this spot. Like, let's go." And like, we loaded up and went.
Yeah.
Okay, we have
checked
some
it
footage.
out.
Let's go right to that video. That'd be perfect. Good segue. I showed this before, actually, when Courtney Carter was here. It's just beautiful.
Shouts to Courtney and Slim.
Okay, that's incredible. That must have been like a super high for you too to be there doing that, and especially after seeing that, it's magical.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was a lot of work. We
oh
really
no, I
slept,
know.
like,
Courtney told us
Yeah.
all the work that it was.
National Geographic featured that, didn't they?
Yeah, there was a photographer out there camping. They had a little rave party thing out there.
Yeah, I
and
mean
he was just chilling out.
That's a big scalp.
No, I know. Seriously, like Courtney said, they woke up at his like however million views. They're like, whoa,
Yeah,
this thing is blown up.
It was just kind of going crazy.
I mean, that's a scalp when you're recognized by a global publication.
No, it's a big deal.
Nothing to do with art or graffiti or anything to kind of.
Well, it has everything to do with art,
Yeah.
not graffiti specifically.
Well, it's a find
It's
too,
art.
man.
Yeah.
Like I was out there painting some time. I stumbled upon.
Out
I was just
there,
like,
really?
Look at where this
Crazy
is. Like
spot,
it's just out in the
it's like,
middle. of
Oh
nowhere.
yeah.
It's shocking.
Oh,
yeah.
a find,
It was
not a
really-
find.
We kind of that's. I was touching on this the other day with somebody about. So walls in Los Angeles, they're in public places, they're promoted, people are taking photos of them, but then there's the abandoned side to it as well, where you're painting where no one is going to see it, other than the people that you choose to let. I mean, what's the story behind that? So on one side, I get why you would want to put it in the public arena, but then you're going to go and paint a warehouse, or like you did last time we were in LA, the side of an alley, and you spent two nights on that, working through the nights. I mean, that's hardcore.
Okay, this
That's
is
the
actually
heart of it. That's
this
the
is-
root of it.
Exactly. This is a good segue because you did some watches, which is pretty cool. So the point is, and you do your toys, and there's ways to have it go further, right? Okay.
Wow.
That's bitching to me. I mean, it's so freaking awesome.
Yeah, where can I get one of those?
Right? Okay, so it's and that's what we have to do as artists, find some way to, monetize it and keep it forever. And a wall's not going to stay forever. You have to,
Well, I
take a
mean,
picture and do something with it.
walls. I mean, I would have when I run walls, if there's such a word. You approach the business owner for permission, and there's nothing financially that comes out of that. But people, I guess you guys tell me, you go to another town, you want to paint a wall there, you don't just, and whether that takes a day or two, you want to leave your mark on that city, express yourselves. Is that how it works? Is that how you feel?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you could find somebody with a wall that they might not necessarily have money to cover it, but they'll find other ways. There's other trades, other things to do, barter kind of thing, and that's always cool. I mean, you could go out and paint spots that nobody's gonna see, or you can, try to get like some hot spot or something like that. But
as a
if you want to take your time on something and do something that that you can be proud of.
Okay, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. We have to stay on schedule. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
We were doing spoken word, spoken song, but we talked about photographers, we talked about painters, we talked about dancers, we talked about Shakespeareans, regular actors, poets, writers.
Art on any level, whether it's music, visual art, writing, you know, any kind of creative endeavor, that there's a value to it.
We merged the worlds together, the art world and the music world.
You know, they say everything is with the right brain, the visionary, the imagination. So what we need to do is, as spirit beings who have limitless potential, is to tap into the left brain.
When you improv, you're completely connected to the music.
Coming from the opposite direction, I started with the best of the best.
Exactly.
Right? I started with Versace and Armani and Yves Saint Laurent.
It's kind of becoming like the rock star thing to do is instead of being in a band and going on tour, we just go on tour to paint walls.
It is a challenge for us how to be true to ourselves and at the same time be able to pay bills, be able to do it as a vocation.
The industry has changed. We have gaming, we have animation industry.
I started my career as an animator, a Disney character animator.
A figure drawing instructor at Noman School of Special Effects.
Create a sculpture within a sculpture within a sculpture. You can create things that unfold, you can create things that work and walk around and things like that. So people's imagination is just going to be ignited.
Yeah, I was a professional stage actor for 8 years in New York.
What was weird is that when I was spinning around, I literally I started laughing uncontrollably, and I felt like I was going insane.
Creativity and art in all shapes and forms is a way of communication with everybody. It goes through language barriers and racial barriers and everything.
Danny, that was premature.
Oh, I've ruined all the equipment.
Yeah, he blew his wad all over the counter. Sorry. Was that not proper? Was that not proper English, Danny?
It's English, yeah.
It's English.
Just dirty English.
Dirty English. Ooh. Well that's my first language. Dirty English. I always say I know one language. My first language is actually I know a few more, but
don't go there.
Okay.
Don't.
Okay,
No.
I'm not going to go there.
My mom's watching.
Oh, Danny's mom. Hi,
and
Mom.
she told me not to
Hi, Mom.
drink beers as well. So.
Oh, so he's drinking champagne actually.
And
We've
beers.
pumped it up a little bit and beers.
I did deny that I was drinking beers last time,
And you were though.
Yeah, sorry.
You drank a whole bunch of Coronas, like a whole bunch of Coronas. Sorry, Mom.
Yeah, touche.
Mom, we're super sorry. Okay, we're going to check out Woe's art. I think we have 4 photos, and then we have some of Woe's products. That's kind of in alignment with what we were talking about earlier. Okay, there's some of his work. I love these guys. These guys are so awesome. We can talk while they're on
I was
there.
reading
so
the
Woe's, talk!
Hello. I was sitting at that restaurant like every day.
Oh yeah,
Denver, man, going like,
that was fun to paint that thing. Was
Dude,
fun.
come on, give us the toy side. I'll get the the Angry Panda side.
Resin.
Okay, we can let's roll right into the merch. Awesome.
Like that's far out. I mean, people have often stickers as a standard is a given, and maybe tees.
Yeah, that's what the homies from Information. It's a streetwear store that's been around since 2002 in Hawaii.
Yeah.
So they pretty much helped me start off.
See, this is awesome. This is where you cash in seriously, and it's still creativity. You're not selling out. And you're getting woe is me. That's what I was trying to remember. Remember earlier I was gonna say woe is me. That's it. That's so cool. That's a great slogan.
No, so. Bro, how did the
okay, talk in the mics, guys.
Sorry.
Or I'm gonna cuss.
So
and Mama's gonna hear me.
The toy side, right? So that's with your crew, homies, whatever. But how does that come about from painting on a wall to moving into designing toys, 3D toys? Yeah,
I was always into toys from like way back.
Talk in the mic.
I got into it like from the Tokyon magazine days and Lowdown and all that stuff. You know, like from the early Cause Toys, Futura, Mark Gonzalez, Money Mark, all that stuff from the beginning. And I just was always, I mean, since I was a kid, man, I was always into toys, you know, Mask, G.I. Joe, He-Man, all that stuff. That was my stuff growing up. So it was just natural to be drawing and painting and then wanting my stuff on a 3D platform.
So Madman was saying his are hand sculpted, but so what are you? Are they off a 3D printer or sculpted?
Oh
or
yeah,
how does it work?
I like to sculpt too, but I'm not confident with producing it on my own sculpt. So I usually get someone to sculpt it for me. Yeah. Just pay them right out. Like another artist that I dig. If I dig their work, I'm like, yo, can you do a 3D platform for me?
Are you keeping? I think I know the answer to this because I saw your post in the gold one the other day. Are you in the same way you would do a run of prints to keep some value in it? You're doing a number.
Small runs.
You're
Small
not
runs
mass producing. Sure. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
And
strictly resin.
Okay, you're talking about the
figures.
Okay. Cool. So they're a limited edition.
Yeah, we only drop small runs.
Yeah, it holds the value. Otherwise, you know, if you make something infinite. Then everyone's got one, you know.
I mean, before I wanted something that was my own, like a vinyl toy, but then after a while, I'm like, nah, I don't know. I kind of like it being more of like almost like a art sculpture.
Yeah.
You know what? I always think that you can always go there if you want to do that later. If you want to blow it all up later.
I don't know. I think there's only so many types of art that would work with it. With you know, yours being one, and we got mutual friends I think in Singapore and Rascals. You know, Clog, Inc.
Oh yeah,
you know,
the homies from Rascals.
Yeah, so I was over there. My brother used to live there, and I was hanging with all those guys. And there's a big thing for it in Asia. I think more so than over here.
Oh yeah.
And those guys are all doing it. But it's almost that. What's that cartoon type, angry cartoon, which is what was coming from your pandas, you know, like Ink and Clogs is the skulls and the Rascals, you know, it's that kind of angry thing that works with the toy, like the evil.
Or pissed off toys.
Yeah,
they transfer well over the 3D form.
Yeah, dope.
Which is it's a crazy world.
Okay, talk on the mic.
Crazy world to go into that field, coming from. Like murals and graffiti and all that stuff, you know, to see what other people are doing with their brand, you know, or going further with them personally. It's very personal, like where they want to do stuff. And so I'm gonna hand out. I just did some lapel pens. I brought some lapel pens for you guys.
Cool.
Give me free stuff.
Yeah, but you know, just stuff like that, and just seeing kind of like this new platform kind of evolve out of the large scale game, and that came from, you know, just the evolution stages.
No, exactly.
And now we have merchandise, and everyone has T-shirts and whatever.
And that's the place to be. I think
it's crazy.
Yeah, I totally agree. It's crazy and it's good.
And just support it. Yeah, it's because it's
For
individual.
sure. No, it's individual. It's supporting the artist. I mean, the creativity.
Yeah.
Creativity is good. I don't care how you do it. Just fucking do it. Okay, I said the bad word. Okay, I wanted to show Woe's video because it's cool. Okay. Woski. Okay, let's show this
what video is this?
I love it. It's so good.
Everyone else, what we got?
Oh, the hip hop video.
There it is.
It's badass. I love it. I love it so much. Okay, I don't know if Danny warned you.
This is great. I didn't know.
All kinds of shit.
Brother, you gotta love it, man.
So cool.
Oh, word! I've never seen this shit, man.
You never seen it?
I love how photogenic this fool is.
Toy maker, rapper, painter, dancer, fucking homie and legend. Oh, and dancer as well. Mate, this is, I've never seen this, man. This is awesome.
Thanks, Dad. Now ain't that so cool? Just taking you to school. Just speaking no joking like Anderson Sylvia. Knocking in your fuck, cause my style stays bionic.
Dude, this is awesome.
Right?
Yeah.
I love this. This is so
Angry
cool. Okay, there you go.
What up?
Okay,
Didn't know, man.
so this genre of graffiti, you know, maybe it has a good bad name, who knows what it has. It's creativity, and expressing yourself is cool. And if it doesn't mean you have to stay in your, you know, whatever your thing is. The thing about being creative and being an artist is you expand, you keep changing and evolving, and that's cool to do, period.
I think
if you're a human.
You have to evolve in life.
Or
can't
you
stand
die,
still.
or you suck.
I don't think the word is cool, but I think it's yeah, people. You
You
can't.
know, there's a lot of people that
even-
don't.
even
They
though
don't
we
evolve.
We went back. We touched on the thing earlier on of trains and
we're over
tagging
time.
and whatever.
Go ahead, finish your sentence, but we're over time. I'm so sorry.
And you know, but there's only a certain age you're going to do that to. Yeah, you're not going to be jumping over fences and doing trains at your guy's young age. You know, you have to move on. Yeah, you have to do other things. You have to make money as you turn it into a career.
Okay, so Danny, I'm going to leave this to you. So where do we find these guys and their work?
Okay, so my biggest media platform for everyone is Instagram, I think. I don't really do anything else. It's where I pick, like my website is dead. So ease1_tx, Instagram. VYAL_1.
No.
No, it's just VYAL ONE.
VYAL ONE. Woes, WOES.
VYALONE. Sorry.
Mdmn.
Madman MDMN.
Madman Art.
Madman Art. See, that's
Madman
not
Art.
bad, just off the top of my head. And shameless shout out London Graffiti, if anyone wants to check that out. But yeah, Instagram, and then obviously everyone's Instagram page has their links to their websites, etc. on there, and their stores, their art, you know, and everything.
And anybody who's been on the show is going to be on the show. Anything about the show, go to www.whatpuzzlepiece.com. The archive of this show, if you want to see it again, will be on tonight. I'll see you next week. Who do I have next week? We have Finn.
I'm coming
Finn.
back next week. So
Danny's going to be
2 weeks in a
back next
row.
week with Finn and
Brett Starvolt. So we've got 2 dimensions there in terms of Brett bringing the printing side.
Hell
yeah.
And if Drew gets his ass in gear, and stop messing around and I'm an RN, then he's going to get in too. But
otherwise, we'll have to get you next time.
Yeah,
and it might be a few months.
It's all good. Good connects. We're all good friends, man. It's a global movement.
Okay, we're gonna leave you with a VYAL video. Check it out.
Shout out to Standing Rock. No DPL. No
Shout, quick shout out.
No DAPL.
You can still go.
Come on, get him off. Get him off.
You are watching T-Radio V. Radio MTV.